Hello, it's Christian Walsh here from the Blood Red YouTube channel. Everybody here at Blood Red hopes you are staying safe, well, and where possible, indoors during this really challenging and unprecedented time. Over the next couple of weeks, we will be bringing you a daily question and answer session with our Liverpool correspondent Paul Gorst. If you want to ask Gorsty anything, the season so far, the transfer window, and what it's like to be covering Jurgen Klopp's men, then go to the description of this video, click the link and submit your question. Take care everyone.
Hello and welcome to the Liverpool Echoes Q&A sessions with me, Paul Gorst, the Liverpool Echoes LFC correspondent. With no football between now and April the 30th at the very earliest, we thought it was an ideal time to get a few questions in and get some responses back to you all. So we've been fielding dozens of questions over the last couple of days, and it's the first of a series that will run and run. First question we've got is from Tyrrell Thompson. Tyrrell asks, is a central attacking midfielder a Liverpool priority this summer in the transfer market? We obviously always get loads of transfer questions coming in, and it's obviously the one the fans want to know more than any other. In terms of a central attacking midfielder, Tyrrell, it's an interesting one. Liverpool are quite well stocked in that central midfield area at the moment. You look at Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Naby Keita, and obviously the trio who play regularly, Jordan Henderson, Fabinho and Gini Wijnaldum. But Adam Lallana's situation is an interesting one. It looks like he's going to be leaving the club in the transfer window when the end of his contract, so he can leave as a free agent, and he'll leave with the best wishes of the entire club after Sterling's 6 years of service. So Liverpool could be in the market for a replacement for him. But what I'd suggest is Curtis Jones, the young Liverpoolian who's been coming through the ranks over the last few years. He's had a spectacular season for a youngster standards. He obviously scored the winning goal against Everton in the third round of the FA Cup back in January. What a goal that was as well. So many people will remember that for years. I'd imagine him to take on a more senior role next season, step up in the absence of Lallana, who is very much a squad player at the moment anyway. He only plays now and again. So I'd imagine Liverpool will neglect against replacement Lallana with a like-for-like in the transfer market, and we'll look to promote Curtis Jones a little bit more next season, and we'll look to see him a little bit more than we have this season. So it could be an exciting year next season for him. It's already been an outstanding one for the young Liverpool city centre-born midfielder, so he will take on greater prominence next season, I'd imagine. So Tyrrell, thanks for your question on that one. The second one is from Paul Gorst, who's asked, do we know how Mona Nemmer, Liverpool's head of nutrition, is looking after the first team squad and their families during the period of isolation? Yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it? Because Liverpool's players, you know, some of the most famous footballers in the world, they can't just go out to the supermarket in the same way that the rest of us can during this period of isolation, particularly during the area of social distancing, where the governments have asked for people to stay around about 2 metres away from each other when they are out and about. So Liverpool players are finding it difficult to get out and about. Obviously their partners and wives can do that for them, but some players do live on their own. So what we do know is Mona and Emma, alongside the rest of the training staff, they're working together, closely together, to develop individual training sessions for every player in the squad. So every player will have their own tailored, bespoke session to work towards during the period away from Melwood. And the nutrition is no different. So if the players do need it, then food parcels are being arranged to the players, sent out to their homes to help them during the period of self-isolation, when it's a little bit difficult for them to pop out for a pint of milk and some bread. More difficult than the rest of us. So Mona and Emma is helping greatly behind the scenes, and we've had Jurgen Klopp mention that as recently as Friday when he spoke about all the work that's being done behind the scenes, and he spoke glowingly about Mona and Emma's contribution during this period of self-isolation. And Andreas Kormeyer, the head of fitness, he also earned plenty of praise as well. So lots being done behind the scenes, and Mona and Emma is integral to that at the moment. So there are your questions today. Keep them coming in, and we'll look to answer more and more during the coming days and weeks, and hopefully this period of Premier League football being on suspension ends sooner rather than later. But keep your questions coming in.